Thank you, Karin, and thank you, Spacebook Sweden, for inviting me to this TEDxKiruna, 540 meters down into the earth in an iron mine. Isn't that amazing? What a destination. And you do look cute in your helmets. When you're going to go traveling, how do you choose location? Is it adventure, food, shopping, maybe beautiful beaches? And if you're going to move to settle down and raise a family, how do you choose where to live? Because today you can go anywhere, down to the earth, up to space, and you have the whole globe. But we want people to come here, right? Right to this spot. We have a lot of space up here in Norrbotten, Swedish Lapland, but no people. That's actually a lie. Now we had the biggest migration in this area for 40 years. Kind of cool. But we're still only 250,000 people living in an area as big as Belgium. And they have a population of more than 11 million. It's beautiful up here. We have so much opportunities. I got here myself 10 years ago. So we have to attract more people to come here. It's a boom going on right now. We have plenty of natural resources. We actually have to move cities because of that. Kiruna is one of the cities, and Gällivare och Malmberget. And it's kind of ironic that we have to move whole cities and people when we have so much space. We had to put the cities right on the spot we're going to dig. And the hole and the mine is getting bigger and bigger. The people have to leave their houses and move somewhere else. And of course, we want them to stay in this region. So how do we do to attract them to stay? And how do we do to attract more people to come here? Because today, everybody wants you. Everybody's screaming for your attention. So how do we reach through this clutter? I believe that's the only way to reach through. It's to find what's unique about a place, to find the place identity, and strengthen it through design and architecture, and great activities, a good environment. Then people will feel happy and proud, and they will talk good about this place. More people will come and visit, and hopefully move here as well. So what do we have here? What's unique? We have this. It's amazing. The Northern Light. We have exotic reindeers, delicious food, and cold climate. We're building an industry around this right now. Have you seen the new commercial with Zlatan? Yay. Yeah. Volvo know what's hot right now. It's cold climate, it's big spaces, and the last wilderness of Europe. And actually, Volvo decided to shoot the next commercial right here as well, the next one, at this cool place. Tree Hotel, have you been there? Yes. If not, go. It's awesome. And the company I work at, Centec, at Luleå University of Technology, we've been working with Tree Hotel and destination design for a long time. And the owners of Tree Hotel are saying that they wouldn't have invested so much in design and architecture if they didn't go to these courses. That's a really good recommendation, right? But what we learned them is to find their identity and stick with it. To have a theme and to put everything together. The marketing, the architecture, the interior design, the food, everything, put it together. Destination design is about the experience, the total experience about a place, to attract all the senses. How does the food taste? How does it smell in the room? How does a pillow feel? As a customer service, you have to attract all the senses. Then the customer will be satisfied. And the customer have expectations. And you have to be honest. You have to sell what you have. Don't sell what you don't have, because then they will be disappointed. So you have to give them what you promised, but you also have to exceed the expectations. Then they will be overwhelmed. I think this is a really good map. You attract all the senses, the customers will be really happy, and they will spread the word. They're going to talk about it. And this you can use for the municipalities as well. A few years ago, I developed a program called Time to Redesign Norrbotten. Dags att designa Norrbotten. I started out working with these 6 municipalities, and I just started to work with the remaining 8. And we travel around, we go around to all these places to actually experience a place, to feel it. And the participants, that's mostly business leaders and municipality managers, they give feedback to each other. They work together. And that's great because it's very, very easy to get blind in your hometown. Are you with me? Yeah. And the goal about this program is to create a common theme, a true one, and follow it in buildings, marketing, events, and the overall appearance of this municipality, to make the municipalities more attractive and the people living here proud to be here. I think that's the key. It's very powerful. We started out in Pajala. Look very attractive, right? I'm sorry, Pajala, but this is the truth. It looks very boring, very abandoned, like a ghost city. But this site could be seen anywhere. Not maybe anywhere, but at a lot of places in Sweden and around the world. A lot of things were broken, and actually I couldn't find a single fully crosswalk anywhere. No, this is not Pajala. This is Barcelona. We actually went there to study a good destination design example. Barcelona has transformed from a very dirty industrial city to one of the most beautiful cities in the world. They opened up the city to the ocean. And actually, when we were walking along the beach, the municipality manager in Pajala, she told me that this is what we're going to do. We're going to open up Pajala to the river. We're going to make a pavement along the river in Pajala. And here it is. It was finished in November, that's why so much snow on the picture. And actually, you do have the river next to the trees. And I'm sure this is going to go really wonderful and look great in summertime. But what's so important is to get inspiration from outside and bring it home and develop what you have at home. Don't make a new Disney World or something fake. You have to use what you have, the real stuff. Simply dig where you stand. Jokkmokk decided to be the capital of Sápmi. They have a very famous market in Jokkmokk, Jokkmokksmarknad. It's more than 400 years. They made a symbol for that with a reindeer and the Sami people. And you see the Sami colors in the buildings. And this shape, like the Sami tents. And this is also a really good example of destination design in this area. It's the Kukkola Rapids, close to Haparanda, by the border to Finland. They have this bridge out in the river. They're fishing from it. And it's very unique for this place. It's called Pata. So when they were going to do new road signs, they, of course, were digging where they stand. They took the Pata and made a sign. And you can also see this in the graphic design. And before I end, I'm going to show you a really cool picture from Kiruna. When Hjalmar Lundbom built the city more than 100 years ago, he actually hid a figure among the streets. So if you draw a line around these two roads on the map, a growth will appear. And Kiruna in Sami, that's Kiron, and that means growth. And in the middle, you see in the middle of the bird, you have the heart. That's the church in Kiruna. It's pretty neat, isn't it? But it's all about identity. And now you're going to build a new city in Kiruna. That's amazing. It's a really great opportunity to start from scratch, to do everything right from the beginning. But don't forget the history, because they did some really cool stuff before as well. And I think the grouse is a really great proof of that. Thank you very much.